Yo, sign up for the Patreon, y'all. Even the lowest tier, you can see all the reactions and what it's supposed to be. Yeah! Check out the link in the description to get all the details about everything you need to know. Yeah, let's go. What's up, everybody? We are here to talk about Record of Lodoss War, the OVA that we just got done watching to the anime Crossfire segment. You know,
Crossfire.
me and Wes been getting it in, man. My bad that we couldn't put one up for the one of these videos for Attack on Titan. We actually did it. It's just there was some problems with the recording and stuff like that. So unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Editor's issues, I believe it was.
Yeah. But we're here for this one, guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, here we go.
Are we sure
man.
We're here for this one?
I
All
don't
the
know.
bars lighting up at the bottom.
Yeah, I hope
good?
so.
We good?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
All right, so
Yeah.
Record of Lodoss War, we have a epic, cool story, man. 13 episodes long. This show definitely had it's definitely a throwback, a classic show, and I just love all of the animation that was in it, the art style.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. There's something about how older anime was animated and drawn that is so appealing, you know.
I think it's because it's more saturated and like they use a lot more harsh lines now, like and like I don't know. It seems like that's what I see, but I don't watch a lot of anime. But from what I see, it's like they're soft. Like the anime back in the '80s looked soft.
Yeah.
And I think that's part and that's part of it. I guess you know like.
Well, some anime today, there's a lot of shortcuts that are made due to animation.
Yeah.
As well, whereas like things back then, they were always like literally hand drawn fully through, you know.
Yeah.
And I know nowadays, since
there was like a big element that panned and that would wipe.
Yeah, and it's I mean, I understand the climate of animation over there today, because a lot of the animators in these studios are actually being very underpaid and overworked and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it is a shame, but because of that, they have to take these shortcuts and stuff. But in older animation,
you don't think it also do cut out the filler?
Hey, sometimes they do, certain series, sometimes they do, but for these longer series, it's like they need to have the filler in there, because I don't know. But but specifically with this one, man, I like I said, I love the art style. I love just the animation. The music was cool too. You know, the opening theme is great. The ending theme is great. The characters with Parn, Deedlit, Slain, Gim, Woodchuck, and everything, and how each character kind of had their own motivations for what they were doing. Gim wanted to save Lelia. You know, Parn, he wanted to ascend up to become, you know, an honorable knight, to kind of make, even though his father passed away, he still wanted to live up to kind of be his dad in a way, you know, and stuff. And like it was all good, man. And you know, and their path through the story definitely led them down through all these epic different endeavors and stuff that they probably never even
and there's
thought was
sacrifice. Gimli dies. You know, I mean, there's a lot of depth in the story as well, and it's, you know, like it touches on a lot of themes and concepts, and it's. I love the art style, like you said, and the. It's really a like traditional like it's very like Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. Like you can instantly see the similarities in it, but that's fine. It makes it a very digestible story as well, and
Yeah.
The stakes are kind of just shown pretty early on, and then like it goes, and then it ends, and then the hero saves the day. You know. Like,
yeah. That's a very climactic ending and stuff, and which
absolutely.
is cool and everything. And something that you coined when we were watching it as well. It's very D&D-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
It has that element going for it, and that's cool as fuck too. It kind of feels like you're watching a D&D campaign in a way.
Yeah.
And that's fucking great in its own right, because you got your knight, you got your elf, you got your cleric, you got you got your thief, and like that's
every type of person is represented.
Yep. Everyone from the dark elf to the evil fucking wizard to it's cool, man. And I like the fact that it had it's not like they just went out and then we're just gonna save the fucking day. Like Parn had to kind of learn and go through his grind and stuff, and they saw that things were bigger than what they initially thought it was. Well, it's especially Parn, because he only knew his village really.
Yeah.
And when he went to that one kingdom with King Fawn, and you saw that he had a backstory with Emperor Beld, and they came together and they had the two swords and stuff, and that was a epic battle in its own right.
Yeah.
And everything, and of course Beld had his snakes in the grass with Ashram, and Ashram was really loyal to Beld. It was Wagnar. He was the one that thought he thought Cardis chose him at the end and shit, like
right,
I got the titty scepter, he was the one that was kind of like this little snake and shit. So,
which the titty scepter is very real and very funny. Like, we came up with that shit in the middle of that thing, and it's just
it stuck, yo. It definitely stuck.
It's too good. The titty scepter.
Out of all the characters, I think you mentioned this when we were watching it, but just to make it clear here, out of all the characters, who is your favorite character here?
I mean, honestly, like, Deedlit's awesome, but all the characters bring so much to the table that I feel like it's great to see how they all develop, and the group of the. It's funny because like the sum of the parts is greater than each of the parts individually, if that makes sense. Like the party as a group is even better than any of the characters are. Like no one can stand out in a way how they're such great characters. But I mean, like the whole Deedlit and Parn thing is awesome, and
like to follow up what you're saying, like that episode where Gim goes after Carla because she's possessing Lelia. He would have never been able to do that without them catching up to him and helping him out. Like he couldn't do that on his own, but they helped him accomplish his mission. He ended up sacrificing himself to save her and stuff, and then right after that, Slane was like, "Shit, I'm a holler." Dude,
he wasted no time.
No time, yo. But I mean, it's all good though, because Gim was more like a guardian to her, anyways. It's not like he was trying to do anything like that, but still, Slane was like, "Fuck that shit." Like, she here now. I got this. The two characters I did like, that didn't get as much airtime, unfortunately, but they sent like real cool characters. I believe they were mercenaries. It was Shiris and Orson, the chick with the red hair and
they're awesome too.
Yeah, they were real cool. I kind of liked how they were just more kind of laid back, but they stepped up to help out when they realized, okay, shit's getting real. You know, we have to step up and help, because if we don't, like, this shit's just gonna spread everywhere. Like, this will literally be the burning continent if we don't, you know, bring an end to this. So, yeah, and yeah, and the last thing I kind of want to bring up is just about Carla. Like, she kept saying the whole time, well, he, she, whatever. I guess it's just, you know, whatever that circlet, you know, that he puts on whoever assumes that. But anyways, kept saying like, I am an overseer. I pretty much look over Lodoss and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is he necessarily good? Is necessarily bad? You know, like
it seems like it's more of a need to hold a balance.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Like, cause like the thing is like, I don't know. I've had debates with friends that we can get into about like the whole like order versus chaos, and how chaos doesn't necessarily mean bad. You know, where people protesting for civil rights was considered chaos, you know, but through that chaos came great good, you know. And sometimes, you know, I'm not saying you have to set cars on fire, but you know, as a term, you know, like sometimes, you know, you can't always get things done, you know, going through the books.
I get you. I see exactly what you're saying. That makes perfect sense to me. I got you. Yeah, because, you know, as you're watching, she says it. I'm like, well, I understand what she's trying to do, but I could never distinct whether, okay, is she really a bad thing or a good thing? And it's just like, well, maybe you shouldn't really see it like that.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I mean, it's all good, but
it's like Carla is like a scale.
Yeah.
Of good and evil, and it can't let it get too far to balance.
You don't want to tip the balance. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, man. But yeah, that was Record of Lodoss War, guy. That was the OVA. There is a TV series, but this is definitely the one that you definitely want to check out. This is definitely
that said, the TV series is really good.
Yeah, it is. So
it's definitely worth watching, but this is the bomb.
Yeah, exactly. This shit slaps, you know.
Yeah, but the chibis after the main episodes for the TV series are pretty awesome. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is good.
Yeah. All right, guys. I mean, let us know what you thought about it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed our reaction and everything, and our conversations throughout the whole thing, and just having fun, sitting back, chilling, watching something, because we want to share the experience of watching these things with y'all. Because whether we watch something that Wes hasn't seen or he has seen, if it's old school, you know, it's always going to be a good time jumping together and watching these things and stuff. So I'm just trying to make a real shared experience with everybody. So hopefully at the end of the day, you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys watching. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And as always, guys, remember to check out the Patreon link. Find out all the information there so you can watch all the reactions the way they're meant to be, and check out all the different tier information. That'll always make you even more of a beast. And I guess we're out of here, right?
Yeah.
All right,
on to the next one.
Exactly, on to the next one.
Another one.
Peace out, y'all.
Silence! I've never heard of this man. What kind of nonsense are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm here to fuck all these bitches. Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's here. The man with the biggest nigga dick in the land.
That's from
You
here,
are going to witness
goddamn.
the power of blue. I'm gonna get up in there.
Oh my god,
He's huge. Hopefully his dick isn't that goddamn
I'm gonna open
big.
this door with the power of my tears.